Hello again, it's Dr. Brian Callan, chiropractor at Hands-on Superhealth in New South Wales, Australia. We're having our second talk today about RSM, Redox Signaling Molecules, and the effect they can have in the musculoskeletal system. So it's an area that we work with every day. Often symptomatically, that's why people come to see us. They come with an ache or a pain. We're working with the structure and function, and we observe, because we take many measurements, that there are improvements in the nervous system as the body is less irritated by joint dysfunction. People move better, they do better. So RSM balance has a number of good outcomes in terms of what it does in terms of the structure, the musculoskeletal system. So bone density is seen to improve, muscle mass is seen to balance and improve, muscle endurance does better, muscle recovery is spared. There's a reduction in aches and pains, a calming of joint inflammation, and speeding of injury repair. So if we look back to our first talk, which is talking about what RSM do, which is improve cell health. So a healthy cell is a happy cell, and the system that the cells are making up will actually have better outcomes. So bone health and bone density is a function of many systems in the body, but under Wolff's law, which is a fundamental rule of what makes bone strength, bones are adaptive to the amount of work they have to do in maintaining you in gravity. So I observe, because again we take lots of measurements, that as you lose say 2 to 3 kilos of muscle mass, you'll lose probably 100 grams of bone mass. So that's perfectly adaptive. We also know from many studies going back a number of years that if you immobilize a joint for 2 to 3 weeks, you lose 30% of your bone strength and bone mass in that time, because there's no loading through that bone to encourage the body to put the calcium back in. Bones are a store of calcium that's used to flex every muscle, including your heart. So they're constantly in and out of the blood system, into muscles to be used, put back into the blood system, and then deposited back into bones via the osteoblast mechanism. Muscle mass is obviously a response to activity. If you go to the gym and use resistance, body weight, weights, whatever, you'll actually get an adaptation, which is to increase the muscle mass. Endurance is actually very much a function of the RSM. They actually improve the efficiency of the mitochondria. So latest studies are showing that one of the key things to reduce insulin resistance or inattention, you could say, of other cells, is to increase the efficiency of the mitochondria, and the muscle mitochondria will actually come to life and actually become much more active with increased activity. So if you increase the RSM, you actually increase the blood sugar balance. Athletes are seeing an improvement in muscle recovery as a result of using RSM. A number of teams in the US are actually using them regularly. Because it's anti-inflammatory, you get a reduction in aches and pains, and therefore calms inflammation through the joints and through the muscle tissue and connective tissue, leading to better injury repair. So all exercise has a component of injury on a micro level, so tissue breakdown, tissue repair. The body's always adapting to the environment, and the more we give it the raw materials to do a good job, you get a better outcome as the body goes through, let's say, stress and repair. So people will often find that by increasing their RSM cell populations, they'll actually find that their activity levels are easier, and if they do have a competitive gene in their body, they'll probably find by increasing their RSM levels, they'll actually get better outcomes. Play better golf, run better, maybe get a pennant at the next competition. So have a look at it for yourself, follow the links below us and get back to us soon. Look forward to speaking to you next time. All the best.